Seeing no comments, commissioner comments.
Yeah, I just wanna say something.
Could
I'm
you use the
not-
microphone, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not against a new building. I know we do need it. I'm just begging that, I hope we can come to some sort of an agreement over this and not spend any more taxpayer dollars on this. And I mean, it is my money, it's your money, it's just about everybody at this table, it's our money. There are other things in this township that need to be done, there's roads that need to be fixed. Okay, Michelle said something about stormwater. There's a lot of issues. We just have to stop this and pay better attention to the warning signs that we're being given when somebody says to us there could be litigation. I saw this coming. The only thing I'm happy about is that it happened now and not 10 years from now when we would have had to rip the whole building down.
Well, if it happened 10 years from now, it wouldn't be an issue, but
Yeah, it would.
And-
It could be.
no.
Never say never, Don. Never say never.
Anyways, my comments are gonna be something different, you know. We are all residents of Upper Pottsgrove, and sometimes, you know, some of this bickering and petty arguments really are not the best thing. You know, we really gotta be thankful for what we have in this township, okay? We lived in the, Dave knows real estate, we live in the golden zone right here. We are, you know, we're not Pottstown, we're not Boyertown, we are a bedroom community, and we have great things here. It's not perfect. We have a great police department, we have a great staff that works here. We have boards that serve us with great heart, the open space boards, just listen to what some of Greg said tonight. This sports complex, 500,000 plus already funded. We have a lot of great things to be thankful for. And if we want to just keep focusing on the negative stuff, you know, that's not what, you know, I have more important things to do. I serve on 2 other boards, and, you know, it's much different. I don't like to admit it, but sometimes I have to watch what's going on in social media. And it's kind of entertaining at sometimes, and sometimes it's just like, what are these people thinking? All of a sudden you're seeing complaints about transparency from people who are posting under alias names, and this new one, anonymous. But there was a posting, I don't care. There was a posting though that did concern me. There was actually 2 postings, one a while ago, which I talked about in this meeting, when I received a threat to the council president and harm to him, and even put where he lives on that posting on Facebook. You know, his head has to come off, and this is where he lives. I screenshotted everything. The Montgomery County detectives have everything. We stopped that because it was pulled. And I thank the person for doing it. Recently, there was a posting on there. I saw it before we got this injunction. It says, and it's the All Commissioner Hate site. And you guys probably know what it is. It says, not by anonymous person. Somebody's gonna have, I'll have to paraphrase, somebody's gonna have a bad week, so let's pray they survive. Is this another threat? I contacted Facebook. Part of their community standards is if it's a perceived threat, they will give the name of the person who posted that. You have to go through a form. It was very short. I got it. And we may have to bring that up, but I would just ask people, even passively aggressively threatening commissioners, any commissioners, now and in the future, is gotta be off limits, folks. I get paid $200 a month, and I spend $500 a month at this job. Please, I don't get paid for this. My family doesn't get paid for this. You know, I got an email saying they're gonna hold my wife responsible for my actions as a commissioner, and they named her by name. Now, that was retracted. I'll just leave it at that. Please, folks, let us not get down to threats. It's just not worth it. I'll disagree with you till the day is on, but I will also defend you to the very end. And I again, let's just work together, let's be thankful for what we have. I wanted to end the comments on a positive note, and Upper Pottsgrove is a great community because of past commissioners, because of past open space people, because of past boards, and what they've done in the long-term planning. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? And just to recap a little bit, the intent of that, when we did buy that piece of ground, was to protect against overdevelopment. And secondly, to have a backup place if we needed it. And that's what we determined we needed to do. The court case has taken a while. It's in appellate court right now. We have over 300 acres that's in this category because commingling of funds before anybody on this board was here. And someone needs to draw a line, and that hadn't been drawn yet on what the Open Space Act actually says. And there's a lot of room in there. The adjusting entry we did do was in fact reviewed by our solicitor, was reviewed by our auditors, and it's a way to pay for the property. And we actually clean dollars went from the general fund, no commingling, to the open space fund. And also recall that the open space fund still owes the general fund a lot of revenue paying off the debt, so we're not paying any more interest. So the savings is about $250 million on that interest once we paid off those bonds. We took care of the debt, we took care of the pension funds. We got outstanding bids back on this. To transfer the property, we had to pay additional $500,000 to go where we're at, plus engineering costs from that standpoint. They have options to do. We signed the contracts, we're ready to go. And now we'll take it in front of the court with this piece and continue to move until we're told to stop, which requires an injunction. And as Don mentioned as well, if the injunction goes against us, then there's a bond to be discussed, which is something that's very critical to us, and we'll need to have that, called a bond injunction. Okay, that concludes our meeting, no executive session. Thanks so much for coming.
45 minutes?